If you like our video, click the button to subscribe to our channel and get easy access to new content. To see our full suite of ad-free video courses, instruction manuals, and quick reference guides, visit us at www.teachucomp.com. This lesson shows you how to manually record time in QuickBooks Online Plus when used with a subscription to Payroll Core, and how to do this when used with a subscription to Payroll Premium and/or QuickBooks Time. The process for recording time in QuickBooks Online varies greatly, depending on the related subscription. Alternatively, to see how to manually record time in QuickBooks Online without a payroll subscription, please review the earlier lesson titled Basic Time Tracking in this chapter instead. To manually record time, if using QuickBooks Online Plus with a Payroll Core subscription, use either the Weekly Timesheet window or the Single Time Activity window. To make multiple time entries for a person at once, use the Weekly Timesheet window. Alternatively, to enter detailed notes for one time activity, use the Single Time Activity window instead. Either way, the time information you record in one window displays in the other window. They are simply two different views of the same time information. So don't enter the same data into both windows, as doing that duplicates the time data. To use the weekly timesheet, click the plus new button in the navigation bar, and then select the weekly timesheet choice under the team heading. In the weekly timesheet window, use the name dropdown in the upper left corner to select the person for whom to record time. To change the week shown in the window, select any week from the dropdown to the right. The days of the selected week for the selected person then appear in this window. To enter the work details for the selected person, use the drop-downs in the next blank row in the weekly timesheet to select the customer or project, service item, pay item, and optional class and location. To mark the time as billable, check the Billable per hour checkbox. Then enter the billing rate into the adjacent field, and, if needed, check the Taxable checkbox to mark it as taxable. Then enter the duration of hours the selected person did that type of work into the adjacent fields for the respective days. Repeat this as needed for the rows to enter all the required work variations for the person to record their hours. To copy any hours for the selected person from the previous week forward to the currently selected week, click the Copy Last Timesheet button at the bottom of this window. To save the entries, click the Save button at the bottom of the window. Alternatively, to save the entries and open a new window or close the window, use the Save and New or Save and Close drop-down button instead. Alternatively, to use the Single Time Activity window, click the plus New button in the navigation bar, and then select the Single Time Activity choice under the Team heading. In the Single Day Entry window that opens, select the Time Activity Date from the Start Date calendar selector. Use the Name drop-down to select the person whose time you are entering. Then use the Customers, Service, and Pay Type drop-downs to select the customer or project for whom the work was performed, the service they performed, and their pay type. To enter a cost rate per hour for project costing, enter their cost rate into the Cost Rate per Hour field. To mark the time as billable, check the Billable per Hour checkbox and enter the billable rate into the adjacent field that then appears if needed. If it is also taxable, check the taxable checkbox. If classes and locations are enabled, then use the Class and Location dropdown to select values as needed. To enter a description, type it into the Description field. To enter a duration, type it into the Duration field. Alternatively, to enter start and end times to calculate the duration, click the Set Clock In and Out toggle switch to set it to the on position. Then use the Start Time and End Time dropdowns to select the start time and end time respectively. To enter a break duration for the time, click the Add Break button and then enter it into the break field. The total duration then appears next to the Summary field under the description. To save the entry, click the Save button at the bottom of the window. Alternatively, to save the entry and open a new window or close the window, use the Save and New or Save and Close drop-down button instead. Alternatively, you use a different process to manually record time if using QuickBooks Time via a payroll premium subscription or as a standalone subscription. While QuickBooks Time isn't the focus of this course, it helps to know how to manually create time entries if needed. QuickBooks Time has many robust time tracking features that let users enter their own time and many other features. QuickBooks Time and QuickBooks Online should automatically sync information, so the employees you enter in QuickBooks Online should automatically appear within QuickBooks Time. To open QuickBooks Time, if you have a subscription through QuickBooks Online, click the Time link in the navigation bar. Then, click the Go to Classic QuickBooks Time link in the upper right corner of the overview page that appears to open a new browser tab for the QuickBooks Time application. If needed, to manually force a sync in QuickBooks Time, click the QuickBooks or QuickBooks Payroll button in the toolbar at the top of the QuickBooks Time window to show a drop-down menu of commands. Then click the Import command in the drop-down menu to manually sync. When finished, to view the sync log, click the QuickBooks or QuickBooks Payroll button in the toolbar at the top of the QuickBooks Time window to show a drop-down menu of commands. Then click the View Sync Log command in the drop-down menu to show the sync logs. You can click the X button in the upper right corner of the Sync Report window to close it when finished. To manually add time for an employee, click the Time Entries link in the navigation bar at the left side of the QuickBooks Time window. Then click the Add Time button at the top of the Timesheets tab to open the Timesheet Editor window. To select the employee for whom to record time, delete your name from the Team Member field, and then start typing the employee's name. Then, select it from the drop-down menu that appears after you start typing to select them. To select whether to record in-out times or a duration, select either the Time In-Out or Duration option button for the type setting. If you select Time In-Out, then use the three fields to the right of the Time In and Time Out settings to select a date, enter a time, and select either AM or PM for the time value. The total hours then appear to the right. Alternatively, if you select Duration, then select the date from the date calendar and enter the desired duration into the Total Hours field. To assign the time to a customer or project, click the Customer field and then select them from the Select Customer window that then opens. The selected entry then appears in the Customer field and the Select Customer window closes. To select a service item, select a choice from the Service dropdown. To indicate whether this time is billable, select either Yes or No from the Billable dropdown. If needed, to enter a billable rate, type it into the Billable Rate field. If enabled, select the class from the Class dropdown and or the location from the Location dropdown. To enter any notes, type them into the Notes field. To change the time zone if needed, select a choice from the Time Zone dropdown. To keep the time editor window open after saving the entry to continue entering time entries without closing and reopening the window, check the Keep Editor Open After Save checkbox. To close it instead, uncheck the checkbox. To save the time entry, then click the Save button. Alternatively, to cancel the time entry, click the Cancel button. To create additional entries, simply repeat the process. Remember to click the subscribe button to see more of our videos. See our full suite of courses, instruction manuals, and quick reference guides at www.teachucomp.com.